Hey yo, I'm Play. Welcome back to my channel, and as always, this video I will be sharing with you the updates of today's market, and most importantly, I'll be sharing with you the technical analysis and chart reading of two counters. And the counters for today is the Penta, our technology counters, and the second one is LB Aluminium, yeah, our commodities counter. All right. And for if you're watching my video for the first time, in our channel, in this video, I'll be focusing on analyze a counter using the technical analysis, which is the chart reading, because we believe the chart is the best insider. If you know how to read it, then you can discover a lot of signal that the chart is trying to tell us. All right. So if you are not familiar with the chart reading or technical analysis, you can subscribe to our channel so that in our daily updates video, you'll be get to know how we can analyze the trend and how can we analyze the trading opportunities in each counter using the chart reading. All right. Okay. So without further ado, let's get into the charts for today. All right. So firstly, I'm gonna show you the chart of the Dow Jones performance last night. Yup. So there's not much changes on the chart of Dow Jones because it's still on the big consolidation range, right? So however, you can see the pressure is still very strong. I mean the selling pressure, because you can see the index is still below the pressure, the resistance of the moving average. Yeah. So in overall, it's still the similar review that I'm giving you in last video. Yeah. But then I would say that this red line will be the crucial support, and I'm not surprised if the index will be dropping until this level to test the support for the third time. Yeah. So as this range, it's highly advised that you don't simply to short or long on this, because the direction is still unclear. Yeah, it's still kind of uncertain. Okay. So all right. So there's a few small updates on the charts of Dow Jones. Okay, next we move into the chart of a more interesting chart, which is the crude oil prices. Yeah. So you can see that for the last 2 days, yeah, the crude oil has made a small retracement over here, because the I mean, you have been, oh, I think you are familiar with the news of the Russian invasion into Ukraine, right? So for the last 2 days, the price of the crude oil has do a small correction over here, because the war seems not to happen. But then today you can see the oil price is coming up back. Yeah, it could be highly due to this news. Yeah, highly due to this news, which is you can see on this part. Yeah, for earlier today, a sudden rise of wave shocks market after Sputnik reported that the Ukrainian military forces fired mortars and grenades into 4 Luhansk People Republic localities. Yeah, so this part of area which is being fired grenades and mortars are the area which is located in the Donbas region, internationally recognized to be part of Ukraine but run by Russian-backed separatists. Yeah, so this news has actually shocked the Malaysian market in this afternoon, and of course the US futures has took a hit as well. However, on this most recent news, you can see that the Ukraine denies shelling separatist positions in East Ukraine. Yeah, so you can see the futures has recovered, and I think it should be the positive news to ease the tension that we are having now at the borders of the Russia and also the Ukraine. All right. Okay. So, however, we come back to the chart of the crude oil. I would say that the trend of the crude oil is kind of a bit of overbought right now. Yeah, although the trend is still very bullish, it's supported very well on the MA10 support on the trend line. But then I would say that it's not wise for you to chase high in case you don't have any position in the crude oil or any oil and gas counters. Yeah, because the price is already quite high, and you can see that since the last 2 months, the price of crude oil is just on $70 and it's now near to $100. Yeah, so so that's my review on the movement of the crude oil chart. Okay. All right. So after we have discussing the chart of US and also the crude oil, now let's move into the chart of our KLCI index. Okay, so you can see the chart of KLCI index, as I mentioned in previous video. the KLCI index in overall is in a overbought region. Yeah, it's in an overbought regions, and especially it has touched the resistance of 1006 psychological resistance and the previous highest point, which is 16 and 13. So around this level, so you can see it's a bit of it has shows the signals of topish over here. Yeah, some topish signal. So you need to be ready to the correction to kicks in anytime. Yeah, then it will try to find a support either on the MA10 or until the support of previous high, which is 1570. Yeah, so most probably the correction will kicks in, and you try not to be too aggressive in your daily trading or any fast trade. All right. Okay, so that's my analysis on the KLCI index chart. All right. So next, after we're discussing on the performance of the major indices, let's move into the counters that I'm going to show you for today. The first counter, yeah, the first counter would be Penta, yeah, one of our technology counter. But then I believe today is not a good day for Penta Master shareholders, yeah, because the share price has again took a big hit, yeah, after having consolidated for a few days. I mean, not a few days, since 21st, yeah, since 21st of January until now, it's been on the consolidation stage, a small and short consolidations, and some of the investors or traders might have thought that the share price has bottoming, but then the dropping today has telling us that it's not consolidating, it's not bottoming yet. All right, so um so you can see analyze if we're looking from the longer time frame. Yeah, I can sense quite a not a good signal over here, because you can see that especially on this candle, yeah, so you can see that on this candle the share price has been dropping massively, yeah, from the price of 5 ringgit and 60 cents all the way down until 4 ringgit and 66 cents, is around 1 ringgit of dropping. But then you can see that the selling kicks in at this level. Okay, of course, if we analyze purely from the chart, it could be selling and it could be buying as well. The reason I say so is because you can drag to a longer time frame and you can see that at this line, yeah, this line is the support area of the previous low, which is around 4 ringgit and 40 cents. So I believe there probably was some support volume to kicks in at that time to trying to support the price, but then you can see the selling is still quite massive, yeah, and kicks in and hit the price to all the way down. So I believe most probably when we analyze chart right like this, right, um it could be a few major reasons that could explain why the major selling are not kicks in when the price is still high, but then they rather sell when the price is already dropped for quite around 20% over here. Yeah, so there could be two major reasons. The first could be the close related parties, yeah, or someone that is related closely to the companies that might be thinking that they're having actually a negative prospect on the outlook of this industry. Yeah, so they could be thinking that the company is not going to perform well, or they could not perform better in the coming QR or what. Yeah, so they might be knowing something that is not good for the industry. That's why they decided to sell on at this price level. Yeah, so that could be one of the reason. And the second reason is there could be certain issues that is already happening or about to happen that is still not announced publicly yet. Yeah, so that's why we can see some sellings at this price level. However, there is still those factors that have been said just now are just my personal speculations and my assumptions. It could not be, it could be true, it could be false. Yeah, but then when we come back to the chart, we can see that this is typically, if you have been following my channel for some times, you know that I respect the chart. Yeah, I respect the chart, and when I see the moving average has been performing a death cross, which means the bearish momentum has kicked in, and it could be the downtrend. So if you have are my followers for some time, you should not be have any position in this kind of counter. Yeah, If you have been holding over here, you should have cut loss or take profit. Yeah, so you shouldn't be holding it all the way down. Okay, then if we look at the latest movement of the PENTA-Where today, right? So it's still a bearish sign over here because it has break the bottoming support. And next, what would be the next support? Yeah. So if we see from the longer time frame, yeah. So maybe you can change to the weekly chart. Then it could be clearer for you to see. All right. Okay, so you can see the momentum is getting very weak. Yeah, and the selling is kicks in. So I don't think the share price could be able to recover within a short period of time. Yeah. So if we wanted me to set or the next support, it would be around this area. Yeah. It will be around this area. However, there's still it's just my analysis from what I see from the chart. It could just dive still lower. Yeah, it could dive lower. So no one can know that. But then um my practice on this kind of counter is I wouldn't have opened any position on this unless it has shown some reversal signal. Yeah, just like what I've been mentioning a lot of time in previous video. Firstly, there are two criteria for the reversal to kick in. The first is the MA have to be golden cross, and second is the price has to be stand above the moving average line. Yeah, only then I will be looking back on this counter and trying to find an entry. Yeah. Okay, so in overall, yeah, yeah. So that's my review on this counter. Yeah, so it's on a bearish formations. So what I can say is yeah, if you didn't have any position on this, you're just trying to avoid and look for some others better counters. Okay. Alright, so after I've shared with you the momentum, I mean the charts of PENTA-Where, let's look at another counter of today, which is LB Aluminium. Okay, so if you have been trading recently or you have been monitoring the price movement of the commodities, you will found that the the price movement of the aluminium is getting quite bullish. Yeah, so you can find the chart of the price of aluminium. So there are some aluminium counters like Air Rank. Yeah, it's already shoot up today. Another one is Alcom. Yeah, Alcom is already have shoot up quite a few bits today as well. But then we're not going to chase high on those counter that's already up. So let's look at the counter of LB Aluminium, because comparing with those counter, LB Aluminium is still have a much upside that we can expect. Yeah, and the risk, the potential risk is rather low because the price now is still quite near to the support level. Yeah. Okay, so firstly, if you analyze from the chart, you can see that it's been on the downtrend over here since September last year. It's on the downtrend, and then it hit the bottoming over here, and then it performed a reversal on last month on January. A reversal and a retracement test the support and continue with the golden cross, which is the good reversal sign of this counter. So if you are thinking to find an entry of this counter, you can use the moving average as your support, or you can use this price level is around this level. Yeah, around 49 cents could be your support because it's a previous high and also the recent low. Yeah, so the 49 cents could be your support. So as long as the price can be supported above the MA, then I believe this could be the beginning of a bullish rally. Yeah, so again, I'm going to remind you, if you are trading on these counters that are closely related with the price of commodities, then at the same time, besides monitoring the chart of the counter, you also need to monitor the price movement of the commodities as well. Only then you will know when is the time for you to sell, or when is the time for you to take profit or cut loss. Yeah. So that's my reminder to you. Okay. Alright, so I think that's all for this video. I've come to the end. Let me do a summary. For today's video, I'll be sharing you the recent performance and the trend of Dow Jones charts, and also the movement of the crude oil. And then we have revised on the topic signal of the KLCI. And then for two counters in this video, I have been sharing with you the chart of PENTA-Where and also this counter, which is LB Aluminium. Alright, so lastly, if you like my content in this video, please don't forget to like and share this video, and most importantly, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel so that you can be reminded on all my daily updates video, and I'll be analyze more and more potential counters for you to discover a good trading opportunities. Alright, so I'm TI Play. Thank you for watching, and I'm seeing you in the next video. Bye bye.